is happening, everybody? To disappoint many, this is not Todd Fox. This is Rob with the live post-game report from the Heating Network itself. And it is a good win today. Should have been two in a row, but of course, Detmers had to have a little lackluster showing for us and ruined last night's victory overall. But again, I know we didn't have a post-game show last night. We do apologize for that. A couple things came up. A couple guys were busy, and no one was able to fill in. That is our bad on that, but we do appreciate you guys. For those of you who are there joining us, that you're here having some dinner, hopefully, or just wrapping it up. But for some of us, it's football season already. But here, Edie, we're for the fans, by the fans. You'll find us in the stands at the same time. We're going to cover it all the way till the end because as much as we complain about this team and how angry they make us, we still are big fans of this team, of this franchise. We just need a different owner, is my opinion. But let's get to today. At first, hey, this game did not start off too hot for the Angels. You're looking at Charlie Morton right there, struggling this year, high ERA, but yet the Angels make this dude look like a Cy Young. It was at first I was really nervous. It was a lackluster offensive performance. For me, it's the launch angle. Again, we talk about this time and time and again. Is that the pitch is not one spot? Is it in a certain spot or a breaking ball where they can loop the swing and help? It's a fastball up above the hands, like you see with Trout all the time, or breaking ball away, sweeping away from these guys. They don't make the adjustment with that launch angle, like we saw with Neto a couple times tonight. Granted, don't get me wrong, guys. Home runs, you win and die by them, right? You live and die, excuse me, by the home run or the long ball. And it's true. We've lived the past couple nights on that offensively. Last night, of course, defensively and pitching staff wise, we didn't do too well. But and then even today, um, these guys we cannot have 8 strikeouts after third inning, 7 straight. We got to change something. Got to change something. They did later on. Morton got out of there. We beat him up a little bit. Hit a couple home runs, but it's unsettling to see this time and time and again with the Angels. It works out for us tonight. We're happy about that. I mean, um, it's a win. Yeah, it kind of helps Artie's little narrative out, so I didn't trade people, but it's still a bad narrative out that too. We missed an opportunity, in my opinion, and the opinion of this network too. And I'm sure a lot of you fans is that, hey, we could have used these guys to rebuild. Taylor Ward still showing off Taylor Ward things. It would have been nice to trade him and get some pieces for him. Of course, I do fear I've been back and forth on him. Would I love to trade Taylor Ward if the price was right and you got the guys, proven people who were there and going to be good in return for it? I was all for the trade. Prospect wise, I'm 50-50 on that. Only because look at Oswaldo Peraza. Guy was a top five prospect in the Yankee system. Didn't work out. Prospects are just that for me, prospects. But anyways, um, the Angels offense, they struggled big time at first. Big time. It wasn't until Trout grounded it out that we ended that 7 straight or 8 straight strikeout wise. This can't happen. Time and time again. I mean, Monday comes around. This happens against the Dodgers and they get red hot, man. These pitching staff in there. I don't want to make these guys look good. I don't. Honestly, I want to beat them just one more time, win this series, and if you can, the season series, excuse me, because we swept them over there in LA. I don't want to lose at home. I freaking hate when they come into our stadium every single time and fans sell out. Of course, they sell their tickets, or we don't show up because, of course, MLB hates us. We play the Dodgers at the very end at home. So by that time, we're already checked out. Everyone's football fans. That's the ongoing joke that I have with buddies who are Dodger fans. Everyone that lives around here where I live is that it's football season in July. Well, this was the year to make a difference. This was a year we could have sold up and said, "Hey, we are a true rebuild," but we didn't do it. But anyways, back to the game. Kikuchi again, he didn't have a win on the road until today. That says something. The guy pitches really well at home, but he struggles on the road. Why is that? For me, today his breaking pitches were flat at first. The slider was not there at first. The changeup definitely was not there the rest of the game. He worked on the slider. He made the adjustments. The curveball weren't calling as much, but it would have been nice to see because there's certain counts there, like a 1-2 count. And he's throwing that little changeup and it's floating down the middle. His fastball and changeup combo, they complement each other. But when his changeup is so flat and slider itself is so flat, and there's supposed to be that fastball, that's when they started teeing off in this guy. Kikuchi can't have a shutdown inning. He cannot. There's times where we take the lead, right? We get the lead 4-2. He blows it. It's 4-4. We need him to come in there. If you're going to be the ace of this staff, and here again, we've said this time and time again here on this network, that Kikuchi is not an ace. Absolutely not an ace at all. This guy's number 3 and number 4. How Baldwin, go fuck yourself. Number three and number four, type pitcher. He is good, but to a point. Because every time he'll go 0-2 count, 1-2 count, and in that same at bat, run it 3-2. He can't finish off hitters. And I noticed time and time and again over that Darnold has called for fastball high. And yet, what is he doing? He's missing low on that fastball high. That pitch is meant to set up the next pitch. So when Darnold is calling for that fastball out of the zone, he wants it because he wants to change the eye level of the hitter. He wants the hitter to see a fastball up. So when he comes back down with a slider or a curveball down, it makes that pitch much more effective. But when it's a flat, you're throwing a flat changeup or you don't really have good control of your slider, it's hit and miss. You have to set up those pitches. Those fastballs have to hit. And I guarantee you guys, if those fastballs hit the zone in which the area, general area zone that Darnall wants that ball up above the hands, so the hitter can see something up a fastball at 95, 96 miles per hour, those sliders, even though they're flat at that too, the change of speeds down low and away will help out, or even down the middle sometimes. Granted, we'll get those good hitters who will make that a great adjustment and will take it uh, deep on you or drive the ball to the gap. But you have to go ahead and you have to execute pitches time and time again. And the fastball has to be executed. I've seen this guy over and over again. 1-2 counts, 0-2 counts. Missed the fastball. He wanted it up. He throws it up in the zone, but he throws it down the middle because he misses low. He consistently misses low with his fastball, especially when they want it up. Can't have that. But again, Kikuchi, he does break out of it, but he goes too deep in counts for me overall. He's not getting got to the sixth inning, and that was it. He's what was that 80 something pitches in the fourth? 85? Can't have that. We need this longevity, especially when your bullpen gets burned out every once in a while. Because yes, again, I know Reed Detmers, everyone's a little bit upset. My personal take on this is the guy's first year in the bullpen. Period. He's getting a little tired. He wasn't used as much. Preparation is different, guys. He didn't train for this in spring training. So now, if we went to him and said, "Hey, spring training, you're a reliever," no, he was fighting for the starting role. He had to make all these adjustments to get here, but yet we're upset with him. I understand it's a little disheartening. However, you have to roll the punches. This guy is going to go up and down later in the season, especially too on his first year as a reliever from a starter. Starters are very superstitious on how they work into the games. So, as much as I didn't like Detmer's comments at the end of the day, at the same time, you got to understand that this guy is still, he's like a rookie pitcher for us. Just like when we got mad at Soriano last year, oh, this guy sucks as a starter. He can't go long innings. We're kind of seeing that right now, too. But guess what, guys? He's not really a starter. He's had half a season under his belt. He had spring training to work on it this year, longevity wise. And it's going to take a wear and tear and toll on you after a while. But until then, until I get it figured out, should be good. But offensively, again, or Kikuchi, excuse me, defensively, you got to go ahead. You got to make those pitches. You can't get your fielders flat footed. When you're 1-2, 0-2 counts, finish off those hitters. Because if not, what happens? Ground ball to first base. I thought Shanwell should have had one. However, they're back on their heels. It goes 0-2 count to 3-2 count. And for him, the guy gets on first base. It's useless. This guy's like John Lester. Actually, all of our lefty pitchers are like John Lester. I hate wasting, as a former pitcher, I hate wasting moves over to first base, especially when you only have two. So that little step off every time that they do, or that little BS throw over where he barely steps over and he tosses it just left hand right over and lobs it, it's nothing to me. That's not competitive. Tyler Anderson finally almost got a guy picked off if they would have did a rundown correctly. That was the first time they actually made a good move to first base. You can't have that. Detroit Tigers don't steal bases. They stole some today. They have 50 stolen bases overall compared to everyone else in the league. It's one of the lowest amongst the league average. But if you're hurting as it is, you're struggling counts, make those moves matter. Especially pick off the second base as well, too, where he just steps off and does something stupid. No. Spaghetti move around. Pick up your leg like you're going home, turn to second base and make a competitive throw. Stay in the game. But that's just my take on that. But luckily for him, he does pull it out because of the great offensive performance today by Taylor Ward, Joe Adell once again. I'll give little Luis Rengifo a little love there too because he helped out. That extra run does help out with the insurance run overall, and it kind of relaxes the bullpen per se because those guys can come in and just execute. But if you go through the lineup, Neto, leadoff man, 2Ks. He's that launch angle today was awful for me. First thing, he's dipping that shoulder. So when Charlie Morton's throwing the breaking balls away, you swing and miss, a whiff hardcore. Shanwell today, I've noticed more today. He did have a hit, but he's dropping that shoulder more and more. And that's the guy who's on our team. who didn't have a launch angle swing. That was a guy who I thought was a pure hitter. Reminded me a lot of Tony Gwynn type person. Get on base anyway, anyhow, old school college guy. I love it. Trout, yes, he did get the hits, guys, but he is a launch angle as well for that. Um, he's struggling, guys. But I feel like anyone else on any other team, they'd fix this problem. How many guys you see from Detroit today dropping the launch angle? No, those guys get on sometimes. Sorry, not sometimes. When they get up with a purpose and to get on base. It's not always launch angle swings. Yes, sometimes the pitcher outduels them. Good pitching gets good hitting any day, but you have to make the adjustments. Where are we going as an organization? As I already see a couple of guys, people here saying, "Hey, like these games, they don't matter, meaningless wins, and nothing matters." You guys are, yeah, you're absolutely right. I agree 100%. It sucks. This sucks being here doing this as an Angel fan once again. However, this is the this is where our organization's going right now. Is this launch angle swing? Unless we change this, this is not recipe for success. We have not seen it overall. Our offense is not bad. We have the tools. We have the players. I just don't want to see. I would absolutely hate Taylor Ward to go to another team, Joe Adell, another team, and just flourish. And my hot take is on this on Joe Adell and Taylor Ward too. I think they're each obviously they're going to be 30 home run guys this year, but I think they're 30 home run guys. I even go as far to say Joe Adell's a 100 RBI a year type guy. 30 to 40 home runs, 100 RBIs per year. And that's with a solid hitting coach. You go to the Dodgers, Joe Adell flourishes. The Phillies, I think they even do wonders with him too. Anybody with half a brain is a hitting coach to help adjust these guys. But at the same time, this is where we're at organizationally wise. But tonight, again, it is a good win. The Tigers, they're a good team. Should have won last night too. It's a good team. So this is the problem with this team too. It gives us false hope. Absolutely false hope here. Because it's, hey, we're good enough to make it. We should have freaking sold. And these guys watching them, looking over and over again, as Taylor Ward, that return had to be huge. There's no way that nobody knocked on our door and said, hey, what about Ward? What about Renhefo? I highly doubt that, guys. Highly doubt it. So it's a little troubling, a little upsetting when you see it, especially when guys do this well. Overall, pitching wise, too, out of the bullpen, Zephyr John had a walk, 2 Ks, did well. Kikuchi's line overall is not bad. Not bad, not great, not bad. 5 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, 2 base on balls, and 7 strikeouts. He should have had more, but he does give up those 1-2 counts. That breaking ball was flat, slider, struggle a little bit there. Burke comes out and pitches great again, and that's another guy who I want to see more in the 8th inning. Because I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't know about you. When I saw Luis Garcia come in, that tight asshole. Hey, I was like, oh, this dude's gonna blow it. Why would you bring in this guy? But he held it down today, 2 strikeouts, got the inning, handed over to Jansen, Kenley Jansen, a closer who is doing great right now. And there's plenty of teams today who need that closer. The Yankees. I That's another guy who should have been moved to the deadline. I understand these guys wanted to stay. They think they can win here. Let's be realists about it though, right? I would love to win the lottery. Do I think I can win it? Yeah, sure. That's why you buy tickets. But what's the odds of it happening? Yeah, I mean, everyone else is playing statistics, analytics, and all that stuff. But again, uh, Angels trying to make a difference. Let's see. And the count, yeah, the games back we're looking for is right currently we're gonna look for how many games back are we are from being eliminated, or how many games away, excuse me, we are from being eliminated. But looking at the future right now, I really fear right now for Neto. I really fear for Shanawell, and I really Hoppy as well too. Because at the same time, these guys, what they're doing, these young guys now changing their swings, altering it here and there. It kind of reminds me what we couldn't do with Kyron Paris at the beginning of the year. This guy came out on fire, all this stuff. Uh, then he struggles. They figure him out. No adjustments are ever made for him. No one helps him out with that aggressive leg kick and swing as hard as he can as he's flaring out to left field. And the pitchers are professional pitchers. Analytics caught that, scouts caught that, and they changed it. Let's see the Angel wise, but Tigers overall. Angel wise, it was a good game for them, but the Tigers did play their lefty specialist on that, which I thought was interesting overall too. Because I do believe, in my personal opinion, that major league hitters should hit from both sides, pitching wise. Because what are you going to do? Sub guys in and out. I was very surprised. Then again, they are playing the Angels, so they probably thought they had a day off overall. But on a good note, let's hit some of these comments real quick. Halo Luke from X says already out. Sebastian says it's Spritz o'clock. Let's see. Sorry, guys, I got the data overlay on this one today. Hmm. We changed our things a little bit here, and I cannot find the Spritz. I'll work on that, guys, but as of now, we'll get to that. Sorry, guys, I do apologize. I do not see any of our stuff on right now. Yep, DFA me. Go ahead. I don't have it on it right now. I am in probably the wrong one, I believe. 'Cause I don't have any of the stuff here. Sorry about that, guys. I do apologize. No spritz tonight. I have not, the whole thing is already set up for football. And the comments are all gone now too. Um, but yes, it would be sorry, spritz would be perfect right here. Q Lombardi. I wish I could grill master. Rios, I wish I could get Stukas going, man. I do apologize. Archangel says, let's beat the Dodgers, and let's beat the Dodgers. Still have one more game against Detroit tomorrow to try to go ahead and get the series win. But again, it is something that it's going to be a tough road for the Angels overall. Trout says, Spritz, we won, baby. Mike Trout, you were in the house, man. About time you did something today. Nah, been playing well. I just failed this guy. Angels fans, the W's overall. Dead Almonds Dead says this is raw, this is real. Yeah, I mean, hey, thank you guys again for showing up because this is hard, guys. I get football's on right now. I was invited to go to the Rams game today. I'm not a Rams fan, I'm a Saints fan. But so my season's already over. I'm already looking for spring training next year. However, I'm looking to go ahead and put that behind me too because I don't know who's worse, the Saints or the Angels. The state of the team right now overall, but it could be pretty freaking equal. A countdown since when? Dan Rio says that's pretty cool. It's all the new stuff they added on the media assets here that we have, but I lost everything else. All the video clips are gone. I've nothing. So I see those, but everything I think they've wiped clean. I think we're almost ready for football season here on this. I don't know if I can hit up Randy, see if he knows and see if he sees something, but I lost everything here. Randy, if you're on this, man, let me know because I can't find a thing. Anyways, comments keep going. There's Marty says there's no stopping us now. And watch this team just go on a run against the good teams for no reason at all, and then go play the A's and everyone else. The A's are pretty good though. Don't get me wrong. The Rockies, and we just struggle and just get blown out by those teams. That's just typical Angel way, right? Swept the Dodgers early in the season. Look good. Hit that losing streak. We'll hit the win streak here and there and go back down. That's just the team's just lost, right? There's no stepping stone and no formula to win overall and what we're actually doing, moving guys up and down. Mike Trout says at least Mateo didn't get spritz for the sixth time in a row. I love you though. Oh, there you go, Mateo. Let's see. Dan Rio says big day Angels and Rams win. That's a really rare one, huh? For the Angels to win the same day. Angels to win's rare right now, but to win the Rams, it's good. Did you see Trent Rush on the Ferris wheel look like a clown? That was a bad look, man. I'm not gonna lie. That's that was a tough one overall for him. I don't know why he would hop on that or who thought that was a great idea. That was just a way to roast a dude. Overall, I did see that there too. I did see that interview too with Joe Adele and his family in the stands. That's pretty cool. Overall, very humble parents. You love to see it. I've never met Joe Adele, but from what the parents were saying, what uh, The announcers are saying, pretty humble guy. It's great to see him do well finally. Now, if we keep him, that's the other thing. Marty says Detroit be like, oh no, what happened? Detroit's looking for football too, man. They're not gonna last. I thought they would have been. They're a good team, Scooball, but after we tagged him a little bit, something's up with that dude. Detroit Tigers had that yummy tasting nut. Trout says yes, they did. Um, we got cocked on yesterday. Archangel says, yeah, yeah, that was a tough one. Baldwin says we are playing a really good team the way we always do. Tigers are a great team. I'm okay with our performance. Yes and no. I mean, yeah, I agree. A win, it's a good win. They're a good team. You're absolutely right. I agree with you 100%. I'm very happy with the win overall, especially with the quality like they have. These teams going to the playoffs. But I don't like how we got there. We did struggle a lot too. It took Morton to hang a couple pitches overall, leave it off in the zone, but he embarrassed us, man. And then you get to face a better pitcher sometime. I'm surprised Scooball didn't embarrass us so much too with the breaking stuff that he has. But it just looks lost. I mean, it kind of just show and they expose our weakness over and over again. And even on these young guys who are supposed to be our future. And my fear is we ruin this future. Artie Moreno doesn't do much. He holds on this team. We're looking for help. We're screaming. A new coach should hopefully fix this. A new manager with a new way. Hopefully dump this launch angle. But that everywhere I look, I feel like I see it. Our RBIs are up, home runs are up, but averages are down for all these power hitters and all that stuff. It's yeah, great. You want RBIs, you want home runs, but at the same time, I need you on base. I got to be able. The guy behind you has to be able to generate an RBI. That's just my feeling. Um, Grillmaster said, "Come on, man." Baldwin says, "Stukas, I'm sorry." Grandma says, Rob, is Todd giving away tickets on the 23rd? I do not know. I have talked to Todd, but we haven't talked about that necessarily. Strange 26 says, Neto, Shanwell, Trout, 14 at bats, 2 hits, 1 base on balls. Granted, we got 2 runs out of that combo, but they got to do better than the Doyers can. D's nuts. Hey, absolutely right. That's the top of your lineup right there. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. This launch angle swing and everything. It's ruining these dudes. Sandoval never had this problem. Yeah, he was streaky up and down last year, but beginning of this year, he looked good. Neto's average is tanking. Trout, he either looks broken or he's hitting bombs, right? Driving the ball to the gap with that launch angle. So it's back and forth. Dan Rio says Deck got squeezed though. He did. He did. I mean, that umpire performance last night was piss poor overall. I would agree with you 100% on that. But it's both teams got to deal with it. It's tough. You got to make the adjustment time to time. I mean, how many of you guys? Everyone played baseball here, I'm sure. How many times have you guys played where the umpire's zone's all over the place? You got to adjust to the zone. It is what it is. It sucks in crucial situations, but you got to lock down your memory. Next time that's me, like Trout today. The guy called the outside fastball a strike. That breaking ball was in the same exact freaking spot. Granted, I know it's a little tougher because it's breaking across the zone too, but it ended up in the same spot, crossing that plate, and he called strike three. Trout didn't agree. Was it a ball? Absolutely. Next year, when you have that review, it'd be a ball. But today, it was a strike. You got to make the adjustment. These guys refuse to make the adjustments overall. Um, lost my spot on that. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's I just saw Baldwin says, I hate guys looking at the third strike. I don't care what you are. Effing fighting. Absolutely right. They're taught that from inception of baseball. One of us has been taught that. You fight off. You open that zone a little bit. You tighten up. You choke up a little bit, and you put that ball in play. Just bat on ball. Period. But these guys still do launch angle. They're still looking for that big hit. They're looking for that home run. Even in that strike zone there, it widened out a little bit. Yeah, those are balls, but he's established that's his zone, and he's not going to deter from that. Right, deter from that. Excuse me. He's not going to deter from what he just called the pass pitch and the pitch after that too. And then he kept that strike zone the rest of the game. So don't be shocked when you strike out again. That you're absolutely right. I 100% agree with you on that, Baldwin. And it just I don't know. For me, it's just ways some pros complain, just complacency. It's like, dude, open up the zone and be a professional hitter. You're here for a reason. Do it. Make the adjustments. But of course, the Angels are going to angel, like y'all says, and it happens. Let's see. Loving these meaningful games. Saucy says, thanks, Perry. So now I really want to know from you guys right now. Do you guys 100% believe it's Perry? I still don't. I know I'm a Perry lover. You guys call me blowhard, say I got gum in my hair. I don't really care. But I do really believe that it is Artie Moreno. And there's been a couple reporters. Was it Rick Bollinger who just called it right now on a report last week saying that it was not Perry Manassian, that Perry Manassian had deals in place and they were done. He had to call back the teams and said ownership has changed their mind or ownership no longer wants to do these moves, just like how it happened in San Diego with Otani, or Tampa Bay with the Otani deal, or Baltimore with the Otani deal. All these deals were done. All they needed was ownership approval. So I honestly don't believe it's Perry. And Perry is a respectable businessman to the point where he's not going to burn his owner. Because yeah, can you burn your owner? You absolutely can. Has any other GM for the Angels who were signed under contract burned Artie Moreno? Absolutely not. Why? I believe that if they do so, you will never find a job in baseball again, let alone the major league level, because if you can't stand up for your owner and do what you're told, they're going to find someone who can or who will. But we can blame Perry. He did sign up for this. So, yes, I felt Territory said that. Yeah, you signed up for this. You knew what you signed up for. But if the agreement was I'd have free reign to do whatever I want, and then all of a sudden you go back on this deal because it's not ironclad. Because at the end of the day, the owner still owns, just like the owner of the company, right? For any business at all, you got to do what they say. You have a sale. Yeah, I don't want to do the sale anymore. Okay, well, I got to listen. End the story. Period. We all answer to a higher power. That's Perry's higher power. Already, I don't know who the hell he answers to because whoever's giving him info freaking sucks. Big Red Faithful says, Rob, thank God for you making it, even though nothing matters. We had to come out, man. Hey, we're here for the fans. We're part of it, man. We'll still be at these games. You'll still find Todd, myself, James, Dominic out there. You'll still find Vince going to games. And if I know absolutely if Fernando and Randy could be here as well too, you'd find these guys out of games too. So we'll still be there. I'm a diehard Angel fan till the end of the days, and like everyone else who is here, we're all diehard Angel fans. We hate the ownership. We're still Angel fans. It's still hard not to go. Excuse me. It's hard to go and watch this shit sometimes. Don't get me wrong, especially the crap that they pull and they're good. It's just heart wrenching. But at the same time, I got kids, man. And my son loves the Angels and he loves USC football too, but Saints not so much. He might probably end up being a Rams fan, break my heart, but that is what it is. Big Red says Q 49ers football. You talk about windows closing. 49ers football. My opinion, at least. What do I know? Baldwin says launch angle Q Lombardi. Man, I really messed up. Guys, I'm in the wrong one because I got the background. I probably should have entered Todd's, but I entered this one and I had it all last time. That's my fault. I apologize. Grill DFA me. It's okay. I accept it. I'll resign immediately. Rams might make the playoffs with Jimmy G. Big Red Faithful. I mean, the Angels might win the World Series today. That's crazy after today's win, man. Come on, man. Um, Time for SC football and Rams football. Saucy says, Saucy, I love it. I love some SC football. I'll be there. I'll be there. Majority of the games, I'll be there. If not every single game, if I can, barring, happy wife, happy life. You know how that goes. But I will be there most games too. So, if you guys ever see me there at SC games, say hi. Find me at the Tommy Trojan tailgate before, right there in Coliseum Square. I will be there. Big Red Faithful, love your enthusiasm, Rob, but it falls on empty hands. It absolutely does. Your enthusiasm for football for 49ers might fall. I mean, Dominic likes it, but it's tough, man. You guys have some good teams. 49ers have some good freaking teams not to win that Super Bowl. That's heartbreaking for me. What's worse? You tell me, being an Angel fan or getting that close and losing? I have to know. I have to know because I was heartbroken for you guys. That one year that Purdy blew out his arm. Jimmy G is trash. I agree. We are not back by any stretch of the imagination, Don Hammond. No, we are not. Yeah, yeah. That's a joke. We obviously know we're not back. There's no way. The Angels are going to Angel. I would have loved to have sold again, and if we made playoffs, we did. If we didn't, it's okay. We got our pieces to move forward, and we did not do that. So here we are. Big Red Faithful says Angels fans looking for that audit. We are. There's a lot of things to look forward to, and as the Skaggs case goes on more and more, how sad it is in the actual details there. It's it's pretty crazy overall. It's awful to hear and read and go over it, but I think that might be enough to hopefully wake up MLB baseball. the owners and say, "Hey, we gotta get this guy out of here." Because again, yeah, he spends money. Players Association loved him because he overspends for guys. And go ahead, stay at home. I'll pay you 45 million bucks. Guys get like a quarter of that. I'd be, or being 10%. I'd be super happy. Stay home. But anyways, Big Red says Angels fans looking, or sorry, let's give clap for Rob standing ovations, standing for the Angels when it's not necessary. It's not. You're right. It's hard, man. It's hard. Baldo says cry about selling. It's not an option now. So what do you do? Stop rooting for them? Hell no. Yeah, I mean, it just looks back, right? I mean, it just reaffirms what we're all believing. But it's not that the Angels watch this, right? They're not going off of what we say to the fans, but it just harps home. But hell, we all see it. You guys all see it. I mean, you guys are answering these comments right here. Uh, Bald with Big Red. Everyone goes. I can go on and on. Strange says it all the time. Grill Master says it. Dan Rios, Marty. All you regulars should come out every single night. We should have traded these guys, and absolutely we should have. And it's not crying about selling, but just we're just reiterating, like, hey, the loyalists, we want this. We're okay with that. We don't want to hear ownership saying, hey, I can't sell because it's for the fans. It's not fair to the fans. No, it's not fair to us to do what you're doing to us. It's not fair that teams have rebuilt twice, made playoff cycles twice before we even gone back once because they figured it out, the system. If they're going to be a small market team, be a small market team. Don't spend the money, but let's cycle these guys in and out. Let's trade away. The A's are closer to us than are closer to rebuilding than we are. Tampa Bay is going to go through a cycle here pretty soon, selling off. The Twins are doing it. They sold off. Why can't we? That's what we're just reiterating over and over again because I feel like we always hear, oh, it's not fair to the fans. That's what Artie says from the press. Well, F him. So it really is not fair to us that we have to live through this BS, and we're gonna miss the Chenoweth era. We're gonna miss the Neto era. Yeah, I'm a firm believer right now of that. That's my hot take. Unless ownership changes, we're missing those guys too. It's the same thing we talked about. Oh, look what we could have had with Trout and Otani if we sold. Oh, look what we could have had after if we sold Otani. Oh, look what we could have had if we sold these guys. It's the same shit over and over again every year that we talk about. But yet he comes and says, "Well, the fans want a winning team." Yeah, we do, but we're okay with losing. Um, was Big Red Faithful says Angels fans who are fans know nothing will change till Artie, but yeah, I nothing will change. Hey, Grillmaster, if you could just say like he touched you and you're under 18, man, take one for the team. Come on, man, you're the guy. Anyways, Rams are gross. No spritz, Matt. Get him. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. That's my fault. Grillmaster can DFA me all day. Marty says game plan for Detroit was try to hit towards Ward every at bat. It was. And what inning was that? The third inning or the fourth inning where he kind of they blamed it on the sun, but BS. Both teams had to deal with that. Where he jogged over the ball, the guy went Baez went to first to third on him, right in front of him, and it wasn't a competitive throw to the very end. He rushed it there and tried to get it, but ridiculous, man. That's where it hurts. That guy's not a left fielder. That I would really love to see the guy at first base if he have Shanwell there. We got to move him around or DH, but you can't because Trout can't freaking play a whole season to save his life. But yeah, I don't know. More and more, I see Nelson Rada play. I see Joe Adele playing well and Tedesco playing well too. That's the future outfield right there. So Ward might be shot out just on a spot overall just because of that. That might be a guy to trade in the offseason just because the sheer fact that you can't play defense. And then your offense is good. Yeah, you're having a breakout year career wise, home runs and RBIs. That's great. But that's not what we need. We need guys on base all the time. We need guys out there to hustle every single play. So that'd be a good guy to dump in the offseason. I mean, we should dump now, but um Saucy says, but sorry, Marty, I do agree that that is a game plan. I would hit towards Ward all day, every day. I still go to games, but goddamn, it can be humiliating. At least if they sold, it looks like progress. And you're absolutely right to everything. It is humiliating to go. The fact that we're spending money there. I mean, we go to 714 tickets here. So you guys, please, everyone, hop on 714 tickets. There's some great deals going on. Always, you catch them every once in a while too. If you sign up for or subscribe with them too, you'll find it in your message box. They had what $50 tickets the other day to a suite for $50 per person. So that wasn't bad overall. But I couldn't capitalize on that because I already had tickets. But anyways, Storm Z says, "Why are we swinging at first pitch all the time?" And that is a very good question. Some of these guys, the philosophy is that they're going to get ahead in the count early, so let's go ahead and free swing. But then all of a sudden, you get Charlie Morton throw those breaking balls away, making you look foolish because they're balls and you're flailing at them. It's just the hitting plan that they have, or the lack of a hitting plan overall. Baldwin says, "Randy, give me Stukas." I gotta text him on that. I wonder if I close this out. I don't want to close and lose it, but anyways, um, I hate looking at the third strike. I don't care who you are. Fight it. Baldwin said, yes, I agree with that. I agree. Artie needs to go, but we can't sell some D back who moves in the Long Beach. So I wouldn't mind that because I live closer to Long Beach than I do Anaheim. But it really sucks. I don't think they're gonna move to Long Beach. Um, they can't right now because they were doing the bridges over here and all that stuff. They just built a new bridge going to Long Beach, and there's a Vincent Thomas bridge that connects like to another freeway to the 110 and everything. They're shutting that down for a year and a half. So there's no way. I don't think the infrastructure can handle it right now because it's so behind. That's why they're shutting down a major bridge. I know the stadium would be years and years away, but if you guys have ever been to downtown Long Beach, Ocean Boulevard for like the Grand Prix and all that stuff, it is miserable to move there. So yeah, no, stay in Anaheim. It'd be awful to go to downtown Long Beach, even if they all these bridges are fixed and there's no problems at all. It's just mayhem down there, and it's the homelessness everywhere. It's sad. It's absolutely sad. But again, I wouldn't mind overall. It'd be a little bit better for me. Probably taking the same amount of time to get home, to be honest. At the end of the day, so F it. Uh, Where are we at? Sorry. Dan Perez says, "Who does Perry report to?" Duh. Why can't we play 500? I blame the pitching. And Dan, I agree with you. I thought we needed pitching the whole time. I've been harping for pitching, more pitching, and pitching again because I thought beginning of the year, even though we were doing well in these hot streaks, I would say over and over again that pitching was the problem. Everyone thought offense was a problem. Not to say I don't respect everyone's opinions and all that stuff because yeah, there's plenty of time to say, hey, our offense didn't come through there. We didn't come in clutch, but philosophy wise and all that stuff, I think it's a big factor overall. But pitching wise too, fundamentally was never going to be there. So the fact that they thought we are going to make a run was insane to me because you don't have a starter. You don't have a guy who can go with you that one game to get you out and make a win. Soriano was making that case for a minute, but he can't go past 4 innings anymore. Or 3 innings, excuse me. What does he have? His fourth inning is the worst inning for him this year. His ERA is like 10 in the fourth inning overall. It's awful. But yeah, no, pitching is what this team needs over and over again. I think Hendricks right now, in my opinion, you guys can roast me all you want. I think he's the ace. He's turned the corner a little bit. For us, he's the type of guy that will get the ground ball outs, work his way. He's pitched well. He didn't do great last night, but he keeps you competitive in games and everything. But that's the bad state of the Angels. Yeah, Kikuchi looks good numbers wise. Don't get me wrong, but then you break it down overall, first one away. All the wins are at home. Can't go more than 6 innings. Guy fucking kills us, but we're a long ways away. Strange 26 says Boise State and Steelers. Let's fucking go. So I had a take on Boise State and that Ashton Genty. I hope I'm saying the guy right. I don't think he's going to work out in the NFL. I thought he was. I'm glad he didn't win the Heisman. I didn't think he was that good. I thought he needed a bus size hole to run through. And after that first game, I know it's just a preseason game, so it doesn't mean too much overall. Kind of looked right there. The guy's talented. Don't get me wrong, very good, Strange. But man, I look at that guy. I'm like Trent Richardson. Reminds me of Trent Richardson. Guy won the Heisman, could run at Alabama in college and all that stuff, but in the NFL, when the holes are tight, you got to make the cuts. Couldn't read it, save his life. I hope that's not the case. That was just mine. Baldwin says I'm a New York Giants fan. I point myself at myself when I'm angry. Hey, Scatabo, man. I think Scatabo is the guy. Jackson Dart Scatabo, that's a boy, Baldwin. I'm really excited for Scatabo this year. I hope that guy does great because I think he's better than Genty. That was my personal opinion, though. Strange 26 says Portland, Salt Lake, trying anything to learn MLB team. Y'all think Artie might be interested in those cities? You know what? If things go south here, I do see him moving the team. I made that take a while ago. Excuse me, sorry. I made that take a while ago. I thought Nashville, Tennessee was going to be the place for him. They have big investors. They're willing to build stadiums. And Nashville's a very popping town. It's kind of similar to Las Vegas. Granted, yes, not the casinos and all that stuff, but the nightlife's there and everything. So I do see if things break down here in Anaheim, which I think they are little by little. I mean, They're not auditing the stadium. They think there's millions of dollars of repairs to do. That's insane. But I do think that he's trying to move the team. Why would you want to move the team? I don't know, but it's kind of looking like that more and more. Grillmaster says, "Go Eagles." Name me two guys on the offensive line. Grill, two. Baldwin says, "Met and I need to fight." Why? The Angels might be the best bad team of all time, Josh. That's the comment of the night, man. How do I put this up here? That is, we're just good at being mediocre. We are just good at being okay. And I don't know why, but that's just the Angels' way. Overall, that is awesome. They are. Joe is going off again, and Joe Adele is a guy, and I do believe, man, Josh, that he is going off again. I do believe that this guy on any other team is a great player. He's not a 300 hitter, don't get me wrong. 270, 280 hitter. He's going to hit the 30 to 40 home runs a year. He's going to notch you those 100 RBIs. And if you even let him run or work on him with base running a little bit more too, gotta get you what 15, 20 stolen bases. Play some decent outfield. I know people give him crap overall, but it's tough to go from center to right and back and forth again. What do you work on? What are you doing? Give this guy a spot. This guy was pretty good last year in right field. Second or third in Cy Young. In Gold Glove, not bad overall. Give the kid a chance, is my thing. I know he's not a kid, he's a grown man now, but I think that's a guy who can go ahead and make a difference. Um, hmm. Baldwin says, "Boo." What are you doing? Yeah, oh, no way you can get there to Long Beach. Yeah, no, it's awful, man. It's absolutely awful down here. But Storm Z said, "Would you mind Jeff Bezos as an owner?" I would not like that. Jeff Bezos is in the business for one thing and one thing only, to make a profit. And if he's not making a profit, it's a business thing that's a loss to him. He's not going to have it. The guy's smart, man. He has so much crap going on. He wants money and he loves it coming in. And going to the Angels could be a money pit at the same time, too. New stadium. We need a whole bunch of new upgrades in that stadium as well, too. Not only structurally, but for the players, too. I mean, I hate to bring this up, and you guys can roast it all you want, but look what Otani did to the Dodgers. He made them put another batting cage in, and they did it. They went out and they did what they had to do to go ahead and improve the facilities any which way. But Bezos overall, he's just not the guy. He's not the guy. There was a couple Inside Halos posted or Loyal Halos. You guys check out their page too. And you try to support. We try to support everybody we can here. So they had a list of owners, and the one guy who I knew was very interested. There's two of them actually. There was the guy who owns the Golden State Warriors. Forget his name right now. And there was another one. He had dealing with the LA Times. I believe he's the Japanese, or and he really was interested in the Angels and made a couple offers at that point in time to Artie Moreno when he announced the team was for sale. So there are some good ownership out there. And Mr. Beast one, that's a joke, man. He doesn't have the capital. The MLB will never hand it over to him because he doesn't have a structured business. His business model is based off of YouTube. He's done very well for himself, obviously. He's a very rich man. But the MLB likes to know, the owners themselves like to know as well too, that you're not going to fail and tank, and they're not going to have to foot the bill for you overall. So you need billions on billions to back up your investment at this point in time. Baldwin says, "Hell yeah, Angels are crusty." Demetrius says, or crusty anus. Excuse me. Yeah. Baldwin says, "My hell yeah is not for Bezos." Yeah, no. Mr. Beast would build a well on the well. Yeah, there's just certain guys that have it and certain guys that don't, ownership wise. So it's tough to tell um, who's going to be the right fit. But at this point in time, it's almost seems anybody's a better fit than Artie Moreno right now because this organization has really gone nowhere. He started off hot, spent money, he was good. But then when he started cutting development, cut scouting, all that stuff, and as you see the price of players rise more and more per year, the cost of them, cutting that developmental stage and cutting those minor leagues has really hurt us overall because we can't go next man up in our own system like the Dodgers still can. And I hate to use them as the example again, but if they get hurt right now, they have the next guy up and they're bringing these guys up that are in triple A, double A, and they're successful for a moment. They fit, they fill the gap, they fill the void at that point in time. Guys get healthy again, they come back in, and then those guys go back down. We don't have that. And that's a problem. That stems from Artie Moreno completely cutting the minor league system in itself, to cutting the scouts, not being able to go and pull guys up. That was our main bread and butter. That was our success back in the early 2000s. Everyone can say, yeah, it was for Artie too. He did spend money to help out. Yes, he did. However, he was living off of the old regime still, and the old regime had had those rookies coming up and coming in and making the difference overall. It's just like when you see in a college coach in the NFL, you come in, they come in for 2 years and do great. The first 2 years, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, look how good they are." Well, look what they're dealing with. They're working with, not anymore with NIL. They're with their last coach's recruits, or the last coach's draft picks, or the GM wise, wherever you want to put it. It's not their guys that they're working with. So when Artie Moreno inherited this team, or bought this team, excuse me, not inherited, but when he bought this team was number one, number two, franchise number one, number two in the minor leagues every single year with Disney. And that carried over time and time and again because they had major league players who were good. They obviously won the World Series. They weren't going to replace them right away if there's no need, especially if they're under contract. So those young guys stayed down. And as years progressed, the system, we started pulling more and more money from them. The system started dwindling more and more, and you're at the state you're currently at now, which is a very, very bad spot. But what else can we say? Strange 26, tearing down the Long Beach Sports Arena and building Angels Stadium way. Wow, I would be 15, 20 minutes away. I live off the 605. Yeah, as great as that would be, Ocean Boulevard is still enough a mess, man. I kid you not, I can get to Long Beach Aquarium from my house right now, 10, 15 minutes tops. When they shut that bridge down over there, it'd probably take me like a half hour. But getting out of there in traffic time for a 10, 15-minute drive, I think I'm less than a mile and a half away. Guys, that's how close I am. That's how long it takes. That's how crazy it is. But in Long Beach, infrastructure's not built for it, man. It's Long Beach. It's just bad. It's not to get political with this, all this defunding stuff, and guys can't direct traffic, police can't direct traffic. It'd be the worst. Josh says, I think Tedesco has the tools to be a great center fielder. I do too. His reads are decent. They're decent, and I'm gonna say decent only because they're not the shades of Mike Trout, a young Mike Trout. Because Tedesco kind of runs a little bit out of control for me. Like when we went to go rob that home run the other night back at Angel Stadium, he overran the ball completely, man. And he goes to reach back. It's like, dude, let's take the read, slow it down a little bit. Because when you're running as fast as he is, and you make a misstep and you're going the wrong way, it's a hell of a time to recover to get the angle back. So it's all about the angle. So I'd like to see his reads improve a little bit more. I think Nelson Rada has better reads than him overall. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see if they can, who's going to be the center fielder of the future for that. I do like Tedesco, I like his grit. Don't get me wrong. Can he be great? Yes, I hope he proves me wrong. But at the same time, I think Rada could too. I would like to see Tedesco more as a left fielder, if we could. That's just my personal take overall, and especially if Rada keeps hitting as well too. But hey, I do have Tedesco, or not I, but I bought my kids baseball cards and all that stuff, and we do have the rookie card for that for Bryce. So it'd be great to see him. Baldwin says, strange. I would be 1.5 hours away. Things Long Beach. You will get my gas receipts. Yeah, it's you lose a lot of fans. I mean, the other thing coming to Long Beach, once you move past this west of the 605, you're in Dodger territory, hardcore. Even east of 605 is still Dodger territory. Man, you go down to Rossmore and all its place, that was never, I mean, these are all bandwagon fans, in my opinion, anyways. But those were never blue hats there. Always Angel hats. When you go to Los Al and all that stuff now, they're blue hats. You go down to Huntington Beach, it's a mix. So you got to stay where your network's at. I think the Yorba Linda area that all feed down there, those are Angel fans. Why would you leave? Anaheim Hills, some great places. I'm an Angel fan and I live here in LA County. I won't tell you what city exactly because people find you, Grillmaster, and to find your address somehow. I don't know how you freaking did that. Damn kids and these computers. But JNM Baker says Soriano should have his own personal catcher. He also might be change the luck. Excuse me. Um, yeah, he, this guy's a reliever. Guy's a reliever. He's pitched well. Don't get me wrong. He's been a good starter for us. But at the end of the day, he is a reliever, and I do believe he belongs as a reliever still in the bullpen. But the Angels are so poor at figuring things out that we want to do what the Braves did with Ronaldo Lopez, make him a starter. Yeah, it's worked out somewhat here and there. It's hit or miss for us. But this guy, at the end of the day, he's meant to be a setup man. He's a seventh, eighth inning type guy. Imagine Soriano pitching out first out of the bullpen and having legitimate starters if you spent the money, like Nick Pivetta. I was huge on signing Nick Pivetta in the offseason. I wanted, and I'll tell you guys this straight up too. It was on the podcast last year and on a live show with Todd announcing I wanted Kyle Hendricks. I wanted Tyler Malley, who is a local freaking kid here. And I also wanted Nick Pivetta. Those three guys there in that starting rotation there, slide him in, and you have Yusei Kikuchi. You're missing one guy that you could have filled in somewhere, somehow. And we have to figure that out. And those guys are freaking awful. But anyways, what can we say? Angels are going to angel. Artie's not going to spend money. He's absolutely not going to spend money. That's why I think Bezos would be bad too, because he'd spend money, but only if it was a return on the money too. He's not going to just spend blindly in hopes that you do well. He wants to see it. Um, Baldwin says bottleneck in the LB. Absolutely. Eric, what's happening? Baldwin says Matt would never. I kid you not, bro. I don't know. Grill Master, you still gotta teach me, bro, how you did this. I had no clue how he found it exactly where it was. He knew the issues, the problems. Like, damn, kid's like a little genius on that freaking computer there, man. Found that quick. I don't know if everyone else is that savvy, but he was. Baldwin says right. Strange says my bad, Baldwin. Baldwin loves you, Strange. If Artie gets railed with some costly upgrades, that fool might take the team to who knows where. And absolutely right. I do believe you're right, Strange. Don't threaten a man like that too, especially when there's financial backers in these other cities. Salt Lake, Portland, like you guys said, alluded to. Strange, you said that actually, yeah. And then Nashville's another one too, hungry for a team. God, weren't the Padres even thinking about moving to Nashville at that point too? Isn't there like wasn't there a rumor with the wife and the kids and all that stuff too? So hey, if they up and left, I wouldn't be so upset if they went to San Diego. Would you guys? Have you been down there? It's pretty great down there, man. They have the investment. The stadium's great overall, but anyway, that's who knows if that's going to happen. Josh says we need pitching bad over the offseason. We've needed it for the past couple of years, and we've just failed to do so. But now you're looking at Caden Dana coming up, George Clausen coming up, Sam Aldagari as well too. Probably Tyler Brendan's going to be up here pretty soon too. Overall, as fast as the Angels move through the system, so they're going to say no. They're probably going to roll with these guys, start their clocks, pay them a little bit less, and try to improve with a big hitter. I do fear us getting Kyle Schwarber. I don't think we need him. I think let's see. I'd rather heavily invest in pitching, like you're saying, in the offseason, get those relievers, get those starters, and let these young bats take hold of it and just go back to old school baseball with get on base. But who knows what's going to happen on that overall. Sorry, guys, I'm still looking for the media outset. I have songs, background music. And I failed today big time. My last post game, probably, guys. I do apologize. It was fun while it lasted, guys. Got that there. It was really fun while it lasted because they're firing me after this. They're canning my ass. Baldwin says we need to get Nolan Ryan's DNA, start making Uber Angels. We do. We need something. We absolutely need something. But that seems to be doing it. Oh, yeah, I invited myself on accident. Let's see if I can do this. Nope, messed up. Tried to do it, couldn't do it. But if not, guys, that is gonna wrap it us up. Oh, Baldwin says no, we like you. Ah, they're firing me, man. I'm totally fired. I fucked up. I hit the wrong. I could see what I did. I did it all wrong. Josh says an ace in the bullpen help would make us a contender next year. Who's gonna tell him? No, man, no. I don't think so, bro. I don't, man. Not an A. I mean, it's two starters. You're two, three starters away still today. I would hate to roll with these young arms unproven because Kwanowitz looked great in spring training. He looked great coming out of the Dodgers series, and he's not been so great since, right? It's tough overall, man. It's hard. This team needs a lot, and it's not going to happen overnight. I still think we're 2, 3 years, but I really do believe we miss in bottom of my heart. And I hate to say this, that we missed the era of Neto. We missed the era of Shanawell. It might be in our best interest to trade these guys at the very end when the contracts come up. I don't want to. I do think we should sign these guys long term, make them forever Angels if we can, but they'll never fall for, it, especially if it's going bad. They can kind of read the room a little bit here and there too. So I don't know. It's tough overall. Tough overall. But let's see. I would love Joe Ryan on the Angels in the offseason. I would too, but again, that's another guy. Do they want to win? Like, what do they want to do? You know what I mean? It's oh, hold on, guys. I just got a text message.
On everybody, my name is Gavin Carlson, former credential journalist in the LA area. How about a yummy tasting nut?
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Gavin Carlson.
Got it. But again, I'm a little lost in this one here. Let's see. Read the headline. We are so back. Figured it out. Mr. Yaz. Follow him down this one on the his podcast for the Unfiltered Sports Podcast. He came through for us too. And let's go tonight to the awards. And for the Golden Stamos Award tonight, it's going to have to go to nobody else but Taylor Ward. And the reason why we're giving it to Taylor Ward tonight is because as much as I hate you in left field, I do love the offensive production. 3 hits today, was a triple shy of the cycle overall. No strikeouts. Was a great day at the plate for Mr. Taylor Ward. Kept us in this game. Helped us get that win overall. But this
For the worst performance of the night. Congratulations. You played yourself.
Moldy cheese, stale chips, what a sight. All your dreams gone tonight. Had a bad night, lost the fight. No more crunches, take a bite. It's the Nacho Night Award.
Nacho Night's going to go to Jahmai Jones. And the reason why Jahmai Jones is getting a Nacho Night, not only because he was a former Angel second-round pick overall from Georgia, but he helped Taylor Ward get that double with that bad read, bad angle, and the bad sliding catch. And also, too, he did strike out 3 times tonight. It was not the night for him overall. So, I don't know. At the end of the day, he was having trouble, man. They had a rough game. He was probably back in the locker room.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh no!
It was pretty awful. Back to Baldwin says, yes, Stukas, yes, got it. You know what? Not only did we just do well tonight, too, and beat a playoff team, should have beat them last night, too. Might as well just hit it. Yes, Randy came through. Hopefully my job is saved. If I get the slip in the mail, I will let you know that Todd fired me, and I apologize because I missed. It was my fault. It was 1,000% my fault. I hit the wrong thing. I didn't know. I'm not computer savvy and computer literate, even though I'm a millennial. I struggle with that stuff too. Strange 26 says, would you push Remner to be in the rotation for next season? Because I have no faith in that rotation. You might have to. You absolutely might have to. I know our initial shock was when he was drafted, and yeah, I feel bad for it, but at the same time, you had a couple guys. I really wanted Jamie Arnold, man. Nothing against Bremner as well, but his fastball changeup combination they said was the best in the draft overall, too. So I do see the Angels doing the same thing they did to Johnson, Ryan Johnson, throwing him up there. That's another guy who can be a starter here soon too. Knowing the Angels, how they're going to operate, but yeah, I see us pushing through the system like the rest of our guys. And oh, hey, I got another one over there too. I didn't see that. Um, it's unfortunate that we have to be that way, and he's gonna have to take the lumps along the way too, of being a major leaguer and seeing that ERA spike and everything. But at the same time, it is what it is. He got drafted by the Angels. You kind of know when you're coming through that you're getting them. It's it's tough. It's tough. But speaking of which, wanted to play this one too when Renhefo hit it. I was looking for this because Renhefo had the solo. But he did deserve a round of applause for that one because that did help us extend that lead overall. But again, yeah, we're talking about this Artie Moreno and everything and what we're going to do for next year because we're how sad is it? It's August, beginning of August. We're talking about next year already, and it's tough to say. I mean, the blame's always on Perry, but we all know.
It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. I'm the problem. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. I'm the problem. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. I'm the problem. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. I'm the problem. It's me.
You know what? I did not know I could even separate the comments. I messed up on that too, guys. I might get fired again. On X, I've been ignoring the comments. Sorry, guys. But anyways, let's see. Raleigh Chris in joining. So we had June to July. Now we're in. I get it. I get it now. The Joe show. He struck a little bit there. He did, but no, it's the Joe. The guy's here. Joe Adele's here. This is the kid you drafted. This is what you wanted him to do. He's coming through. He messed them a lot. Didn't know his role on the team, position wise, and everything. But this is why you drafted him. This is the guy I remember going to see in Inland Empire as a rookie or freshly drafted and just killing it out there. That's a kid who had confidence, and for a little bit there, we killed that confidence, and it was tough overall. But it's great to see Joe Adele doing great again, or doing great like how he should be, how we all thought he would be when he was drafted. So are the Angels going to pull the Tigers and sneak into the playoffs? No, I'll stop that there. No, it's going to take a lot, man. Only God Himself is going to help that. If not, man, it's going to be a lot of this for us, man.
I love winning, man. I fucking love winning. You know what I'm saying? It's like better than losing.
Spritz o'clock, Angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer, no matter score. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more.
I love winning, man. I fucking love winning. You know what I'm saying?
There'll be tons of spritzing over there, Chris, if we go ahead and make playoffs off that. It's not going to happen, though. Let's be realistic overall. The Angels are they have a tough go the rest of the year. One of the hardest remaining schedules. Just not going to happen. We killed Joe's service time. Baldwin says, you're right. We did. That's just a lackluster of not having a plan overall for a guy and our organization overall too. What are you going to do? Plenty of teams keep guys down for that reason exactly and bring them up when they need them, and then they don't further on go get a Jorge Soler type guy or Phil with a Justin Upton and all these other vets who come along and kill the service time the whole time. It's absolutely a joke, absolute joke. It's just overall for us. It's just
Not a great plan.
Not a great plan at all. But Relic Chris says Wednesday Otani will be pitching for the Dodgers in the final game versus the Angels. How fitting, and Trout gets revenge from him. More or less, while Classic hits 400 now. I'd almost do about anything if that happened. I almost would. I just don't see it happening. I think Otani has Trout figured out. I think he knows he's struggling launch angle wise too. It's not a secret what's wrong with Trout. Otani has the stuff to do it. Split finger, the slider, the 100-mile-per-hour fastball above the hands, right in the strike zone there. It's he owns him. He owns Trout. I hope I'm wrong. I love Mike Trout. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not gonna happen, guy. Not gonna happen at all. It would be sweet, but like watch him go 4 innings. He's only going 4 innings that game too, by the way. So the likelihood of Trout seeing him twice is slim to none. But we'll see what happens. But anyways, guys, that does wrap it up. I do feel bad. I am so sorry for Marty and Marty Bolin. I apologize to Dan Rios too that we didn't get it done and get the Stukas up in time. But for all of you guys who are here, I really appreciate it. Please tune in. Todd will be back, I believe, on Monday. If you guys want to bear it out with me tomorrow, I will be here again tomorrow. Hopefully you guys all show up too. It is a Sunday. I do understand. We'll make it a quick one tomorrow overall. But again, Stray, sure, time out. Sorry, Stray's with the comment right there. You might be right. We keep talking shit about Artis Moreno. He's gonna screenshot our faces and permanently ban us from the Big A. Yeah, didn't that guy? Who did that? The Garden, Madison Square Garden, the Knicks owner, right? It was the Knicks did that. So I'm about to go join. Which one? Which podcast is that? This one.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Gavin Carlson, former credential journalist in the LA area. How about a yummy?
I'm about to join them. Kicking out of the stadium. How much money we spend there? Nah, he won't. Art Moreno's too cheap. Too cheap, man. He won't do it. He needs our money. Baldwin, appreciate it, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the comments, man. You guys keep it all going. It gets tough. Strange, appreciate it. Everyone who did comments. Baldwin's #1 comment tonight. Number 1 guy tonight too, but appreciate it, guys. It does help out. It's tough to do it. Todd has the whole screens wise, and even for him, it's tough to do. Keep the show going and everything. But what a jump scare, Stormzy says. But you guys, we have the best fans by far. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Honestly, everyone here, and I love the community we have. It's not even fans, it's community overall too, right? I don't know what everyone else calls them, but you guys are the people who I want to see in Angel games. That one day when it does happen, we make playoffs, you guys, I want to be the people who are high-fiving with. I want to be buying you guys beers, celebrating together right there in Angel Stadium when that happens. We hope to make that happen soon. Hopefully we all get together as a Heedy community too and get to a game and everything. It was great what those guys did, and the Halo boys, that was cool what they did and everything. I'm not sure if the Angels liked it so much too, especially when it backfired on them when they started yelling to sell the team. I was there at that game. It was extremely loud, but they were doing the roll call, a lot of stuff. Yankee fans, go fuck yourself. You're not the only ones who created fucking roll call. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. It's like saying, hey, don't do the wave because we created it first. The wave was created at Washington State University in Pullman at a football game, I believe, of all things. You don't see them telling people don't do a wave. Fucking do what you want, roll call wise. But yeah, that backfired a little bit there. So hopefully we get together, man. It'd be great to see everybody. Hopefully under better seasons, better circumstances. But we do appreciate everything you guys do, because once again, we are for the fans, by the fans, and without you guys here to this community, it would not be worth it. Honestly, it wouldn't be worth taking our time out of our day to do this. But you guys make every single second, every minute worth it all, the prep and everything. But appreciate it. We'll see you guys. You guys have a good one.